Hey guys, welcome to my review of the amazing Yamaguchi Iron Spider. So as you can see here, figure is looking pretty darn good. The colors are beautiful, the detailing is really darn great. And man, just having Spider-Man in this costume is pretty awesome. Here you can see the back of it. Now it does have some problems and we'll get to that. Honestly, we're not gonna sugarcoat anything in this review. So we're going to, go all out here. So let's go and check out the articulation. Okay guys, let's check out the articulation. Starting off with the head. Neck can go up. Head can go up this much, which is actually a lot. I like that. The head can go down by that much. Left and right, of course. You can do 360 full head rotation if you want. Now you can see that the arm can go up this much, like that, and you can get it up this much as well. Now the elbow, check this out, all the way guys, all the way. I love that. I'm still not used to the butterfly joints being exposed joints. I really wish they would have changed that like they did with War Machine. And also wrist, it's the same thing. It's on a ball joint, so you know what to expect. You're gonna have the full range of motion with the wrist there. And the butterfly joint is working nice. Here you can see the ab crunch, which is not a lot there right now, but mine is pretty stiff because you can see how much it has when you bend it back. This leg is also a little bit stiff, so it does not want to cooperate with me, but don't worry, I got it to work. Here you can see that the other one works just fine, all the way back. And check it out, yeah, the thing people were complaining about the knees, there you go. They fixed it. You just have to remember to put it there. So that is great. The ankles are on a ball joint as well, so no problem there. And the actual toes can go down, and they can also go all the way up, which you're gonna need. Now, the big thing here is obviously the spider legs, the mechanical spider legs. These ones are a little bit loose, the ball joints. At least you get replacement ball joints, so I might replace some of them. But this is how they work, and we'll get more into that later on in the video when we actually start doing poses with them and all that stuff. So, let's go and check out a little bit more of the articulation of this guy. He can do the splits, by the way. Check it out. Yeah. They actually work pretty darn well now. And here's a better look at the kneecap articulation so you can see how good it works. It covers it pretty darn good. A lot of people were worried that you were going to get stuck like that, but no. They actually fixed it and I really like it. So, the accessories. As you can see here, you can get the figure. You're gonna get the legs, the different hands, some webbing, and the stand and that background, which looks really awesome. Here you can see a closer look at everything it comes with. And by the way, the last peg on the right, that is just a magnetic peg. Sadly, I don't have anything metal in my photo studio that I can use to show it well, so I won't be showing that. But it's just a magnet inside the peg. So let's go and check out some poses. Okay guys, let me show you how you attach the legs, because I'm pretty sure some people are wondering, hey, how do the legs work? Oh, well, very easy. The holes are there, you have the ball joint with the peg, you know, and you're just gonna put it in there. Now, it's easier said than done. As you can see there, I have some trouble. By the way, the legs are pointy, so be careful. And there we go. I really don't think they should have went with this joint system for this figure. I think they should have just done something else. But once they're there, they're there. You know, your articulation, like I said, is on a ball joint, so you're not gonna have you're gonna have the full range, but it's a little bit weird. You know, like there, you can see the ball joint. The angle is that it can go up and down, but if you get to another angle, then it can go left and right. So it's not 100% a ball joint that can rotate and do all that stuff. Here's the other one, and again, I'm telling you guys, it's just sorry that you guys are seeing it, you know, not seeing all the action. The thing is that you saw there, it just fell down and broke apart. The thing is that the ball joints, I would have done this. The ball joints that connect to the figure, I would have done them, yeah, that you could separate them. But the other ones, I wouldn't have done that. Because the thing is ball joint, piece of the arm, ball joint, piece of the arm, ball joint, tip. And yeah, that's good for articulation, but when you do it like that, they just tend to flop around a little bit, and if they're not secured, they fall. And yeah, Spider-Man's dead, by the way. We kill him by plugging pegs on his back, you know. But that's one of my biggest gripes here, that for some reason they decide to go with this. And yeah, it looks okay. It doesn't look perfect, but come on guys, couldn't you guys giving us 3 solid joints and then that? So here is the extra piece that comes with, that you're gonna put the ball joint here. Like I said, easier said than done, because this is gonna allow you to have, instead of 3 legs or 2 legs, you're gonna be able to have all 4 legs, which sounds cool. And here you can see the peg holes for them. Here goes one, and again, easier said than done. And these ones are tricky because depending on how you put the joint, it's how it's gonna work. It's just one of those things that this, again, they could have done a better job with this. And I really have a bunch of problems with these legs, you know. And it's just that the ball joints, I'm like, dude, I don't know, I maybe glue the inside of the joints on the other parts so they just don't see, so that doesn't happen. Why does it happen there? Why there, when you're not putting a lot of pressure to it? Now, this is the tricky part. As you guys saw there, I made a mistake, and the mistake is quite clearly that I put it upside down. Put the legs upside down. Man, this, I'm showing you this unedited because it's something that I know if I do it perfectly and show it perfectly, everybody's gonna go, oh, but I have problems with this one. I have the same problems. You probably have the same problems as I have, and as you can see there, the legs are pointing up because I put it the wrong way. And that's what I did, and what I have to do, the way you actually fix this, which is pretty easy, is basically, no, you don't just turn it around. You can do that, but the other way is just switch the legs. So yeah, this is how it looks wrongly done, but hey, once they're in there, they look cool. But we'll get to some other gripes that we have with it, and yeah, that is my really sad, pathetic excuse for the first time doing that. But once you get them right, they look like this. And they look awesome, don't they? They look sharp. They look pretty darn cool. Here you can see it with all 4 of them. Man, I love it. I love it. Having it with the 4 legs just looks great. I love that they added that because in the comic book he only has 3. And I like it with the 4 ones, you know. So you can see it from the back how it's supposed to go. So that looks great. But like I said, those joints need to be stronger. And this is probably one of my favorite poses. And this one here, just check that out. Don't tell me that looks bad. That looks badass. That looks really darn badass. And of course I'm cheating here because the figure won't be able to do this type of stuff by itself. So it needs a stand. And here comes my next gripe. You see how I'm using the stand and you might be wondering, Zero, but on the unboxing video you actually did it without the stand. What's going on? Yeah, I don't know what happened. The legs just wouldn't stay up, so I had to cheat. I had to use the stand. I don't know what I did wrong. I'm pretty sure I did nothing wrong. So I had to use the stand. And he just kept falling over and the legs weren't holding him up because here's the proof that I actually did it without the stand. So yeah, I had to do that, and this is what that pose kind of looks like with all 4 legs. As you can see there, that looks really darn weird, but that's what it looks like. And here's a better look at it. So yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention this. My stand came pretty darn loose, so I had to use War Machines. So let me show you how you do the other transformation for the legs. You're just gonna take the adapter here and you're just gonna push that in there. This one didn't want to cooperate. See the problem here? I wish that they would have only made that one removable instead of making all of them removable, because once you get to that, you know, you can have all of them perfectly, but if one of them fails, everything fails. So I have to grab another one, put it there, and here you can see how it looks all together. And there you have the claws, of course, and they open and close, which looks great, and you can rotate them and all that stuff. So pretty cool, very Gundam Nakatu. Obviously, this is what they look like. You got admit that is pretty darn badass the way it looks. Here you can see it from the side. That is just cool. That's just awesome, honestly, and I think that it is such a cool feature, honestly. In case you were wondering, this is how tall he is next to the Bleeding Edge armor and War Machine. So really, they're pretty nicely scaled. Now, I know what you're thinking. Zero, why didn't you poses with Iron Man and, you know, do some really cool stuff with Iron Man? What do you notice about my Iron Man in the video there? That the color is not the same as Spider-Man. Because that's, if you see my review of this figure, you know that this figure is just, the paint got really oily. It's losing a lot of paint, and every time I touched it, I got paint in my hands, and I didn't want to get that paint on Spider-Man. And every time I moved Iron Man, I had to go and wash my hands because the paint was actually getting on other stuff. So that's what I had to do. So, and that's why there are no fighting poses or anything like that. I'm gonna give you fighting poses, don't worry, I'm gonna give you that when I get Wolverine. I'm gonna do some really cool Marvel vs. Capcom stuff that I'm already working on. But let's get to my final thoughts here. This figure is great. It's a great figure. has the articulation, looks good. Like I said, I don't like how they did the exposed butterfly joints. I wish they would have kept it like War Machine, that they kept everything inside, you know. I do feel that the figure is pretty much a repaint of the other ones, of the other Spider-Mans they have released, just with a few cosmetic changes here and there. I don't know if it's better than the old one or worse, but the articulation on this guy is pretty darn good. I like it. You can do pretty much any pose Spider-Man does in the comics. Like I said, pretty much, not all of them. There's obviously some that it's not gonna be able to do, but most of them. The spider legs, I wish they were better made. Maybe, like I said, maybe you can add some glue on the other ones and that will fix the problems when they won't fall off. I like the gimmick of having, you know, the pincers and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. I like it. I wish it was done a little bit better as well. And in terms of just the overall, it is good. Now, is it a 10 out of 10? No. I think this is more like a 8.5. If you can fix the legs, there's no problem. And like I said, the stand that you came with, it's horrible. It's horrible. That thing just falls and falls and falls. Like, I have to get the screwdriver, tighten them up, and then hopefully it works. Hopefully I can fix it like that. But other than that, you know, stuff that I wish they would have added, obviously more webbing. I wish they would have added more webbing. Even though the webbing that it has looks pretty good. I wish they would have given you an unmasked Peter Parker face, but they didn't do that with Iron Man, they didn't do that with War Machine, so, you know, they were not gonna do that. I wish they did. I like the suit, I just don't like how it's divided in some area, like shoulders are divided. I don't know why they didn't do shoulder pads, and I don't know why that exposed butterfly joint. I wish they would have kept it all uniform and looking good. That's why I say that maybe MacFest would do a better job with this character, with this version of Spider-Man. I've seen the black suit. I love it. Cannot wait to see, you know, what MacFest can do, especially with this one. Hopefully they do come out with that. I'll definitely buy it. Definitely buy it. Now, I'm not saying that this figure is bad. This figure is pretty good. It's just that there's some differences that I wish they would have done. I wish they would have innovated, especially on those ball joints. I wish they would use another system, because just like Iron Man, just like War Machine, they rely too much on ball joints, and those ball joints are good in some situations, but they're not good at holding stuff up. They're not good, you know, at just staying there. It's one of those things that it's like, oh well, what can you do, right? But the rest of the figure is great. It's great. I mean, pick it up if you can get it cheap. I got it cheaper, but it was still 85 bucks. So, you know, hopefully the paint problem does not happen, but thank God, since I purchased this Spider-Man from Hobbyland Japan, if anything happens, I'll definitely send it back. Because, like I said with Iron Man, the paint problems with my Iron Man started materializing way later. Again, paint job, fine, nothing wrong with it, everything is great. So, yeah guys, I think I have talked too much. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Next review is gonna be, of course, the Master Grade Gundam Eclipse, which that is, I'm so over the moon with that thing. Cannot wait to get it. And next figure as well, MacFest Batman Azrael, MacFest Superman Returns, MacFest Wolverine, and then quite some other surprises. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time.